Alright guys, so I sat down to do some work today and I looked at my table, which I'm going to show you in just a second, and realized that today might be a good day for a day in the life video with you guys. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I usually talk secular homeschooling but on this channel, but I also just share our everyday lives, and this day is going to be a real deal day, guys. I have no makeup on, my hair is thrown up. I didn't even get dressed with the intention of filming today. So but I sat down to start working and this is what I saw. So here is my computer where I work, and this, let's go this way first. This is what I'm looking at right now. And what you can't see is the stacks and stacks of crap that are behind this bag. So I decided, why not go ahead and share it with you what my day, this is how my day is starting off. So I have, it's 10 o'clock, so I have been up and I have actually worked a little bit already, but then my littles got up and I just spent some time snuggling with them and getting them breakfast and things like that. So, but this is like the start of my day, you know, like the getting down to business part of the day. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up so you can watch me clean up this mess so I can have room to even think. Let's go. So real quick, I just wanted to say sorry for the not so great lighting. We are in full-blown Florida summer here, which means you never know if the sun's going to be shining or if it's completely overcast, and we're having a bit of an overcast morning. So I apologize in advance for the lighting, and yeah, let's get started on picking this up. Battery died. We are getting there. As you can see, my table is mostly cleaned off. I had a couple of stacks that I need to go through, and that's what I'm going to do right now. And real quick, I wanted to show you that I got new boards. So I got these on Amazon. I'll link them down below. Our whiteboards, this is the current state of our current whiteboards. All the edges are coming off, and they're all really dented. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but they're like super dented. Let me do it. See. I don't know. I can't tell. But so I was like, it's time for some new ones. And I wanted something a little bit more or less clunky. So I found these, and they come with the markers and the erasers. I mean, that's not super important, but it was 6 boards, and one side is the like handwriting lines, and the other side is just plain white. Both sides are dry erase, so you can use both sides, and they're magnetic. Okay, so like the eraser is magnetic and sticks to it, and I tried it out with our like tanagrams that are magnetic. Works perfect with our magnetic letters and stuff, and that's why I wanted the magnetic ones. I wish, so I don't know if you can see, there's like a border on this side. I wish that was reversed. I wish the border was on this side because I know we're going to use these sides a lot more, but that's just, you know, can't ask for perfection and everything. But this came with 6 boards and 6 markers and 6 erasers. So this is going to replace our very messy, out of date. I think I got those probably 6-ish years ago. Maybe 5-ish. But they've held up okay. They were just from Target. I got them at the like end of the school year, or like, you know, back to school time, end of the back to school time when they have all the sales. I think I got them for like a couple of bucks. So they served their purpose. It is time for them to move on. And I got some new ones and I want to share those with you guys. Okay, so I am now going to sit here and finish going through all this paperwork and putting all this paperwork away. I've been doing that already. If I haven't already talked about it, I've been filling up their bin with their stuff for their portfolios, and so that's what a little bit of this stack is too. And then it's also some things that I just need to get rid of. So that's what I'm going to go through these couple of stacks, and then I'm gonna make breakfast. So I've already got the bacon on the sheet waiting for the oven to warm up. We're having breakfast for lunch today. So so yeah, let's get started on this. So my son wanted cinnamon sugar toast. I want to know, is this a Southern thing or does everybody do this? I mean, every house in the South has an old container labeled with cinnamon sugar, and it's got a combination of cinnamon and sugar in it, and we put it on our toast to make cinnamon toast. So is that a Southern thing or does that happen everywhere? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. So I'm going to give my son this. He's going to have eggs and bacon in a little bit when they're done, but it's still cooking. If you are not putting flaky sea salt on your toasted buttered sourdough, this is your hint to do it, and please ignore the burnt bacon. I was having a bad day. All right, what are you gonna start with? No, this one's minus. This one's takeaway. So we have to do takeaway. 7 takeaway 3.
7 takeaway 3.
No. Look here. 7 takeaway 3 is how many?
4. 47?
Just 4. This is the kickoff to our school day. Around here, we do lunch, which is the cue for our school day to start. It works for us. We are not morning people. That's just the way it goes for us, and it's been working really well, so we continue to do it. Here I am doing Math with Confidence, grade 1 with my kindergartner. She is doing excellent, but today she was having a little bit of a challenge. You can see her getting lots of snuggles and hugs to keep her, you know, confidence up, and she can do it, and let's keep going. And so it was a little bit of a struggle, but she did really well. She's doing so amazing. Her mental math is getting so awesome. And I just can't believe how well she's doing with this program. You will see here in a minute, or you might have already seen me using the Math You See blocks with her with this program, because I just think those are the most amazing system for learning math ever. So so we use those, and we're learning the clock here. Now I've put her onto her handwriting, which she should not have picked up off the table. I just noticed that for the first time. While I go over and help Big Sister work on her math that she was working on off camera. Where are we starting? What section? Okay, so you're trying to make 100. So
60, 40 is 100.
Now it is little man's turn. He is also using grade 1 for Math with Confidence for his first grade year. He is doing excellent as well. This program is just working so well for the both of them. They are doing so great, cruising right on through. He is working on, you can see us using those Math You See blocks here. And then the little man is doing so great with reading. We're going to work on that in a minute. And yeah, so Big Sister is off doing another assignment. I think Middle Sister is starting her math over in the other room. They chose not to be on camera this day.
The frog and The hen was in the hat. The frog was in the hat.
Nice work.
The hen
The
hat was a ought not.
What does B say?
Big.
Good. All right, guys, check-in time. It's 3:24. I did school separately with all of my children today just because my brain just needed to focus on one kid at a time. So they did like overlap a little bit, and you didn't see my older daughters because they chose not to be on film today. But my younger two, you saw me doing lessons with them. But now it's, like I said, 3:24. I'm gonna sit and work for a little while, work on getting, I just posted a thing on Instagram, work on getting like my schedule ready. We're going to be on vacation in July, so I need to like plan out videos. I know in July you'll only be getting one video a week, but I don't want to stop because I've been doing much better. So I need to plan those out and get those ready. So I'm going to work on like getting my ideas together, and then actually in just what I was just about to do is update my homeschool planet. So this is our homeschool planet for the week. This is just my daughter. So she is working on completing her stuff. So I was going to mark that off, but I can't mark that off because she hasn't completed those yet. So let me go here to everyone. So you can see I had just marked off my other children, and then I need to mark off she finished all her stuff. Oops. I need to mark that off. So I was just updating that and then gonna get to work on my other things. So all my children done except for her. She only has 2 things, but she was behind a day. Let me turn this back on. So she did not do school last Thursday when she was supposed to. So she was behind a day, so she had to do double up today. And so that's why those things aren't quite done yet. She's mostly done with math. She just has a few more problems to do. And then she's going to be working on her other assignment. And so that is that for today. And then, like I said, I'm going to start doing a little work on like getting my schedule ready for the next couple of weeks, and get ready to film videos. I don't know that I'm going to film them today. That will probably be tomorrow or Wednesday morning. Today's a Monday, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on next. Distracted working, and so it's 5 o'clock now, which is way too late to be starting my chicken, but I have to get my chicken cooked. So we will be cooking the chicken and just waiting a little bit on dinner. So I like to use coconut oil when I'm doing my chicken. It seems to give like a better moisture retention, I guess. And because I'm trying to cook it a little bit faster, I'm going to spatchcock the chicken. So if you're squeamish, you might want to look away, but if you want to know how to do it, this is how you do it. All right, here we go. Spatchcocking a chicken. So the first thing you are going to do is cut down one side of the backbone. Sometimes getting that hip bone can be a little bit of a challenge. Usually you kind of find it here having to use two hands because that part is a little bit hard, but the rest of it's really easy to get through. So I go up one side, down the other side. You'll see me struggle here again with that stupid hip bone. I hate that thing, but you know, it's for the best to get rid of it. And then I save that backbone, as I said, to make broth in a little bit, and then I flip the chicken over. You want to kind of spread out the breast a little bit, and then you're going to push down real hard and break that like wishbone on the inside. Just helps it lay down a little bit flatter. I can never really get these wings to tuck back, but if you can do it, and then make sure everything's kind of laid out really nice, and there you go, you got a spatchcock chicken. The benefit of doing that is that it makes it cook a little bit faster, I think like 30 to 45 minutes faster, and you get a little bit more crispy skin. My kids were fighting over the skin, and so it works out really well to do it this way. Here I am pouring on that coconut oil that I had melted down, and then I'm going to put on my basically copycat Lowry's, but it's just a homemade seasoning salt. I go heavy here because, you know, that's the way we like it. On whole chicken night, I also do our broth. So I make a veggie broth and a chicken broth using the backbone that I cut out of the chicken and all the bones after we cook it. For the veg broth, all of our veggie scraps, so like all of the ends of the onions, the into the celery, the you know, vegetables start to go bad, I move them into the freezer. So all the bits and pieces, and so the broccoli, I do broccoli, I don't do Brussels sprouts because the Brussels sprouts make it smell and taste kind of funny, but broccoli, I'll do all the bell pepper ends, like, so any of our scraps go in this bag in my freezer, and then when the bag is full, I will make broth. The bag's not completely full yet, but I do have some carrots that I'm gonna add to it, and I'm gonna add some celery that's old from the fridge to it as well. So I always try to have onions, celery, and carrots as like that trifecta. And then whatever else I have, whatever we've had over the past couple of weeks, that will go in there. The ends of the zucchinis, like I have, these are unripe zucchinis. Somebody gave us some from their garden, so but the ends of the zucchinis, all those things I'll put in this freezer bag, and then I put it in my I have the Ninja that does pressure cooking and air frying all in the same thing. So it's my pressure cooker that I'm going to put it in. So I'm going to go dump all this into the pressure cooker and fill it with water and get it set to make broth while my dinner's cooking. And then after dinner, once I've shredded up all the chicken and everything, I'll empty out the veggie broth, refill it with water, add the chicken bones, and put it back in. So I reuse my veggie scraps to make the chicken broth, and it works out wonderfully. They taste amazing, no salt added, all the good things. So I'm gonna get that started. So here we go. In goes the frozen scraps and whatever other veggies I had. I did not find that celery, so my husband must have eaten it, but I do have these green onions that have seen better days, so we are going to go ahead and throw those in here as well. And then I will normally also put herbs in here, like the, if I have herbs that are going bad, I'll throw them in the freezer, or like after I take all the leaves off, I'll throw the stems in, but I'm currently out of the herbs as well. So this is what we get for tonight, and it's still going to be delicious. So I took the pot over, filled it with water up to the max fill line, putting on my lid here, setting. So I'm going to do this on high for 45 minutes, and then I let it go for just after it's done, after it beeps, I try to let it go for about an hour before I do the release. Most of the time it's naturally released everything by then, but sometimes it still needs to release a little bit more. And then I will strain it and jar it. And so I'll show you guys that step later, but I'm going to start this now for making the veggie broth, and then I'll make a chicken broth later. Dinner is served. Here is our chicken that I made, and then I made this like kind of like rice pilaf situation. We have a box that we love, and then we were out of it, so I tried to copy it. It was only okay. And then we have corn, and after I got the dinner all made, I realized it was a very yellow dinner, but it was delicious nonetheless. Here I am dumping out the broth, the veggie broth, and then I am now shredding my chicken that we didn't eat, putting it in a container to save for another meal. And then that's why I cook a whole chicken, because then I use shredded chicken and other meals for the week. And then I'm putting all the carcass pieces into my pot, and I do pour in that liquid from the pan. Here are the final results, because I forgot to film anything else this evening. So there is my veggie broth on the right and my chicken broth on the left. Editing Niki here. Apparently Niki on this day just decided not to film an outro for the day. So here I am in the editing booth working on it, and I decided to check in and say, yeah, that was my day. It was a good day. It was a typical day. I got quite a bit done. We got school done. I got a lot of done in the kitchen. And so it was kind of like a more typical day for the way things run around here. And it was a good day. We ended up having a pretty good day. My older two, as I said, had chosen not to be on camera that day, but they did great on their assignments, and everything's been going good. You might have noticed that we didn't do a ton of school on these days, or on this day, and it's because we're kind of nearing the end of like what our school year is going to be, and so we are just trying to wrap up some of these books that I kind of want to get to the end of. Again, that's not super important for me, so it's okay if we don't do it, but that's the goal. And so yeah, so that is what we did that day. That's how our day went. And if you like more of this, you can always follow me over on Instagram at Homeschool-ology. And I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for coming along with me today, and I hope you will come back and chat with me again soon. Bye, friends.